Hello and welcome to Home at Tampines West. This is Chef Allan Teoh again. I'm going to teach you how to do Udang Masak Nanas. It's actually very simple, alright? I'll teach you how to do it today. First of all, udang being the main ingredient. So what you need to do is cut away the filler, alright? In my recipe, which will actually be posted in Tampines West Facebook, I actually ask you to devein. You can slit in the center, but for today, I'm going to use a whole prawn. You can do that or you can follow strictly to my recipe. The next thing you need, of course, will be your pineapple. Cut any way you like, and we need some tomato. So I'm just going to cut it out. We cut actually into about 6 pieces because this is quite huge. Or you can cut into 4 pieces as you like, alright? There's no right or wrong. You can always adjust the recipe according to your liking. Now the important thing for you is always wash your hand first before you touch any of your food, alright? That's the basic hygiene that you need to observe. And the next thing is actually my ginger torch flour. Okay, you can buy this in the wet market. What you need to do is just get rid of the first layer and you actually use a knife and then you chop at the top, alright? You just want to get this torch ginger for garnishing, and you can use a scissors and snip it out. Okay, so that you get small little bits of pieces from the torch ginger, and you use to garnish your dish later when it's all done. Now you cannot use too much of it as well, otherwise it will cover up your fragrance of the dish. Okay, and you just leave aside. We don't need too much, just a little bit. Okay, you can see for yourself. I just need a little bit to garnish. Of course, the main thing here is the Rempah again. What you need is dried chili. Now, you can de-seed the chili and then soak it in hot water for about 15 to 20 minutes. And I make use of large red chili, green chili, shallots, garlic, fresh turmeric, galangal. You need lemongrass. Now for the lemongrass, we actually use the white portion, alright? So cut away the top, and candlenuts. We need Belacan, which is the main ingredient for the blended items. Now this Belacan, you weigh according to how much I'm requesting, and then it's actually blended into the Rempah. Use this Belacan on the fire of your pan, and then you dry stir it, okay? Make sure you stir until it's like powder. When you're grinding, the last part is after you have toasted your Belacan, then add into the Rempah and then just grind it. So after grinding, you will actually get the sauce. You don't have to grind until it's very fine, alright? Particles of it is fine with me. Now here what you see is actually my chicken powder. We will be adding it later into the dish. Of course, you need some salt and some sugar. The other item you need will be your tamarind. What you need to do, you soak it in warm water or just your normal tap water, and then the amount of water, again it depends on your preference. I don't like it so watery, so my request is for 40 ml. You can actually use lesser by 10% or more by 10%. So we shall strain them later, but if you don't want to strain them, what you need to do is just stir them, and then after that I'll teach you how to do it. We need some oil, of course, cooking oil. You can use corn oil or sunflower oil, it doesn't matter. On the stove, let it be heated up for a while. Add your oil, 4 to 5 tablespoons. So the oil should be floating at the top of your Rempah when it's cooked. If you want to test for yourself, put a little bit of your Rempah in and it sizzles. Okay, when it sizzles, it's ready. After 5 minutes, the oil has actually seeped to the top. You add your chicken powder. Give it a stir. Okay, then you add your tamarind juice. Okay, use your hand to just go through. You don't want the seeds, just squeeze it. And then you can add in your juice. So you got your juice into your pan, give it a good stir, and then you can add in your salt and your sugar. Let it simmer for about 5 or 10 minutes at medium-low heat. Then we shall come back for the next step. After 5 to 10 minutes, you can see actually it's boiling hot. Just stir it a while, and then we can add in our tomato and of course our pineapple. Give it a good stir, and then you got to let it simmer for about 5 minutes. Alright, you don't want it to simmer for too long because you don't want the pineapple to be too cooked. Before you add in the prawns, you need to taste test first. Alright, whether it's sweet or saltish. If it's too saltish, add a little bit more water. And then we shall let it simmer now for another 3 to 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, you can see it's simmering very well. So just give it a stir again, and then you add in your prawns. Once you add in your prawn, just give it a good mix. Once the prawn has turned pink, then it's already cooked. We let it simmer for another 5 to 10 minutes. Now you see this is about 8 minutes of cooking, and it's actually done. You can see that the prawn has turned pinkish. So once it has turned pinkish, it's already cooked. This is the final product. After you have done this, this is the ginger lily flower, and you can actually scatter them over the top. Just a little bit for nice looking. You don't need a lot. That's it. Alright, so we have our Udang Nanas dish today, and I hope to see you again sometime later when the COVID-19 is over at Tampines West CC. See you. Bye-bye.